Russell Robb and Catherine Robb Meehan. This is called Your Money Mentors. It's just a book I picked up from the library. Nice thing about the library sometimes is that you don't always know. It's not always the popular books like you see on the Kindle app or just marketed all the time. So I did like the book. Your Money Mentors is pretty accurate. It talks a little bit about mentors, right? Just having people to look up to when it comes to your finances. And that can mean like the person in the book, Russell Robb, who wrote the book. He's like 80 something, and it's a book for millennials. He's got a millennial granddaughter, and he wrote the book because I think we're the largest generation in a while, and a lot of the book is about continuing your education after high school. It's really about college. A lot of it's about college. The first part of the book kind of talks more about like person skills, like your personality, your connections with people, his connections with people. It's pretty research based teaching. It's not all his opinion. It seems like he's pulling from quite a few sources, which are all listed in the back. And his granddaughter Catherine, who he includes in the writing, is a millennial, and she is a nice. She's at the end of every chapter. She has what's called Katie's Corner, where she kind of gives her take on the subject. It's not nearly as long as his take on it, but it's kind of refreshing because they're not always like it's like somebody that's been working for 60 years, right, and is a baby boomer, I think, and comes from like the stereotypical like, okay, go to college, get a degree, get a job, work somewhere forever. And he's been working so long and has seen a lot of different economic pictures, whereas she kind of isn't naive necessarily. She's not like a baby, but it's just different. It's a different culture that she's coming from, and you can just tell by their writing. And he's like a classic kind of advice person where he's like, well, go to school, like I just said, get a degree, work on your soft skills, as he calls them, like your people skills and your ability to communicate and deal with the day-to-day, instead of your hard skills, which are like technical skills. Can you do the job well? So he talks about that in the first part. He talks about school. He talks about student loans. There's some interesting figures in here. There's interesting stories too about people who maybe there's people who realize how hard it is to get ahead as a millennial. He says that millennials are the most educated generation in a while, but we also in our lifetime will experience way more student loan debt than other generations. And it's kind of hard always to remember everything from just one pass through of a book. He talks about mentors, and let's see. Yeah, it's mostly about careers and um, more like big picture stuff, like how long do millennials tend to stay in jobs. It seems like 2 years is a big number, and there's people that get a bachelor's degree who don't go into their field of study, and there's all kinds of situations. All in all, why I say he sounds like an app, it seems like he supports college because it kind of argues for, like, if you have more than if a bachelor's degree or above, um, that there's just a level of like relationship that you build. There's a level of education that you build. Yes, there's student loans, and I can't necessarily argue for going to college. I have a associate's degree. Took me 2.5 years, and it's fine. I mean, I enjoyed college, and this book is making me think about college a little bit again. But it seems like his granddaughter kind of doesn't support. She just kind of like doesn't see the point in college degree, especially if it's going to just lead to a bunch of debt. You got to have like a very solid plan and really go after. It seems like it's pretty hard to start. Like you get the job. Once you get a job, once you get some experience, and you can like get your foot in the door, it seems like it's very hard to do. Which it seems like there's a pretty big payoff if you can do that. He suggests using like LinkedIn. When you make connections with people, you can add them on LinkedIn, and then you'll just be able to stay connected professionally. Anyway, this is called Your Money Mentors. I was thinking I can do like, how would I purchase this book? This one I rented. I don't know if I would buy it. I would rent it, but luckily there's people that just buy books out there. So yeah, Your Money Mentor is probably worth a read at least. Maybe worth another one. It's not necessarily the kind of financial book where you're like, pick the right stocks, invest in real estate. Here are the nuances of how to do that. It's not like that. It's more like traditional. This is how millennials are going to be challenged. There's just a bunch of figures to support, like, to show like millennials are going to have more student loan debt in their lifetime, and just uses his experience and storytelling skills to help give you a plan. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like the video, you could like it, you could subscribe if you made it to the end. I'll maybe throw a music cover on next. So thanks for watching.